On June 22nd, the Blockchain Innovation Conference will take place. There will be a co-creation session on possible blockchains of the future. The co-creation starts now already. We are going to work with thought experiments. We are going to make them big and crazy to come to tangible results. You may decide which thought experiment will be explored to discover the future potential of blockchain. To explore potential future, this video shows Storyline A, disruptive infrastructures that in the end generate basic income. The next video will show Storyline B, abundance systems. Please enjoy this video. Do you remember the last time you wanted to get something, but you said no because it cost money? Can you remember wanting something really bad, but it costed an enormous amount of money? Remember a situation where the only reason that it was so expensive was that other people were able to ask such an enormous amount of money, just because they wanted to put your money in their pocket. Can you imagine a world where most basic needs are free? A world that cares for you, where smart machines take care of the tasks that you don't care about. Hello, we are Nexus, a Dutch grid company, or DSO. We believe that everybody has a right to energy. We ensure it through the infrastructure of today. How can new technologies make disruptive new infrastructures possible? In the world of tomorrow, there are a number of emergent and exponential technologies. Blockchain, AI, autonomous assets. Those technologies may well be the building blocks for the infrastructure of tomorrow. For us, it is paramount that such a new infrastructure is caring and inclusive for the people and for society. Let's have a look at an example how companies could use these exponential technologies. Autonomous cars would make companies like Uber, in their own words, the utility of transportation. But would such a commercial party act beneficial for its customers or for its shareholders? What would happen if they are in full control? Companies like Uber have big visions too. They already own the database with millions of customers. With self-driving cars and their database, they could control all transportation. And not only people. You can transport pizza. You could transport energy. What would happen if they dominate those markets? Would they handle your prices like they handle their drivers today? How can we do that differently? A group of friends, an engineer, a programmer and a designer can create items with real value for society that lasts for generations, and they will be proud to write their names on it. As soon as they do it as part of a business, they are joined by the business guy who asks these questions because he has to make money. Now what would happen if we would kick the business guy out? What new kind of solutions could we build, beneficial for society? How can we create a solution beneficial for you and for society? Our first crazy thought experiment. We start this exploration looking at mobility. How could we create mobility at a minimum price? An autonomous car itself has no urge for money. An autonomous car will bring you from A to B, charge itself, visit a cleaning and a repair station, and it will do that cheaper than any company could, because it doesn't want to make any money. So imagine, Bob wants to travel from A to B. What does he have to pay? 2 to 5 times cheaper than any commercial offer. No company can compete with that minimum price. How could we use such an infrastructure to generate basic income? Let's introduce a system in a normal town. Let's say we start with 8,000 autonomous and self-owned cars, as discussed by the World Economic Forum, and offer rides for a minimum price. We are going to ask for just a little bit more money than our minimum. We use this money to buy additional cars to grow the system. And remember, with each additional car, the money flow thickens. This additional money flow enables us to buy additional self-driving cars until the system is big enough to fulfill the city's need. Let's say 16,000 cars. As soon as the ecosystem has matured, as soon as there are enough cars, the ecosystem doesn't need the money anymore, so we use money flow to generate basic income for everybody in the Netherlands. So the people benefit twice. Firstly, they can obtain rides cheaper than any company could offer. Secondly, they no longer enrich shareholders of the company, but are ensuring a future money flow that is beneficial for themselves. So Bob pays less than with any company, pays to the entity which is generating a bit of basic income. How can we thicken the basic income by further minimizing operational costs? The next evolutionary step for the system is if we replace all the secondary services by autonomous assets. The result is a further thickening of the money flow. Every asset can be an autonomous asset. Every place where a car paid money can be replaced by an autonomous solution, which like our car delivers value, but has no urge for money because it is a machine. The A car needed energy. We create autonomous assets which turn sunlight into hydrogen or electricity. Get cleaned. Today's car washes are already practically robots, and we have vacuum robots as well. Repair and maintenance. We all know that robots can build cars. They should be able to repair them too. Every cost that disappears thickens the basic income. How can this mobility infrastructure disrupt other infrastructures? In this example, we use this infrastructure of autonomous cars to solve the transportation need. But we can easily use overcapacity of cars to share excess energy with buildings. In this way, we could replace the current energy system as well. The cars are not used all the time. They can charge themselves and deliver energy where it will be needed the next day. In this way, energy is delivered at an extremely marginal cost. A second money flow thickens the basic income further. What redesign is needed to tackle replacement and replacement costs? This infrastructure experiences an additional efficiency improvement as soon as the system is fully circular. If parts that break can be melted, 3D printed and reused again. The infrastructure would then run on raw material and energy. Today, almost everything created has to be thrown away as soon as it is broken. Good for sales and economic growth. In our new system, we can rethink that. What if we use materials that, when broken, can be melted and 3D printed again? What if we take a Lego building block approach for our car and build modules instead of things? If all materials can be melted and reused, the system only needs a tiny fraction of new material to operate. Anything else is free. Imagine a city that runs like this, and a second city that wants to compete against the low cost on transportation and energy. As we build the solution on the open blockchain, they only have to start their Kickstarter. And also this city will attribute to our basic income in the Netherlands as well. In other words, with building blocks, autonomous assets, AI and the blockchain of the future, we can create a solution that is so cheap that no company can compete. In the end, it even doesn't cost you money, but it raises basic income, step by step, city by city. So, are you excited about this crazy vision? Would you like to see this vision translated in a tangible roadmap? Do you want to explore what kind of blockchain we need? Please mention option A in a comment below. Of course, the comment space is also available for all your questions.